Hey Dreamers, this is Jane. I'm here to do a January setup for my weeks and to also do a thin and now spread. And you'll see what that means when I get to it because I will slow the video down once it's completed and go over it with you guys. But for now, I am setting up my monthly in my hobonichi weeks. And although I usually use the monthly calendar that I set up within my mini bullet journal mostly. I do like to set this one up, make it pretty, but I'm not overly concerned with what it looks like because I do use my other one a lot more. Anyway, that celebrate has to come up, and I'll talk about this in the end as well because it didn't look balanced there. So I decided to stick it there, and that pretty much does it for the calendar. The monthly calendar, anyway, I should say. And now I'm moving on to the week we are currently in, which is January 2nd through the 8th. And by the time I finish this entire video, because I recorded the first two parts, or the monthly and this part here, on one day, and then I came back and recorded my now and then spread like a couple days later, just so you guys are like, okay, what's going on? Time traveling here or whatever. But anyway, so when I flip back to it, some of this will be filled in like a couple days or whatever. But anyway, I used that Happy Planner sticker book that I got in my previous haul. It's like Hello Autumn or something like that. I'm not exactly sure of the name of it, but you guys know that anything that I can link will be in the description box below. But I freaking love that sticker book. It's so pretty, and I just love how my little week setup here looks. And here I'm using I believe it's a Pentel Feud pen that I got, a Pentel sign pen, and I think it's the Feud. Oh no, it says Touch. I'm reading it just to let her out gratitude, and then I'll do some shadowing with one of my uni pens and get that done as well. And then I'm going to move on. Once I'm finished here, I move on to setting up my thin and now spread. That was a boondoggle. When I tell you, this isn't even my first attempt. My first attempt was a hot mess. So I was like, no, I don't like the way this looks at all. But then I also didn't want to like overthink it, and I did anyway, but regardless. So I ended up gluing pages together just to get that out of the way and started on a fresh page. All I'm doing is simply putting down some washi, and then I'm taking these letters from this, I think it's Simple Stories Good Fun sticker pack, and lettering out then and now. And then I'll put what do you call that? A line down the middle to separate. So then will represent January 1st, 2023, and now will represent December 31st, 2023. So we will be able to compare what's going on, what I'm into in January versus what I'll be into in December. So I'm excited for that. So my first thought when I first set this up, and you will see me get all of it, I spare you getting all of them down because it took forever trying to get that tape off. But I wanted to use my label maker, which I did, but it ended up puckering the page so bad, and it was getting on my nerves that I end up going back in. So I started filling this out, and I want to also end up filling in the space at the bottom as well. So I come up with a couple more categories to put down there. But once everything is down and complete, I'm like, absolutely not. I do not like the way this looks. And so I end up taking some Tim Holtz letters and going back in and taking those labels off and doing it with my Tim Holtz letters, because the alphas, because that page puckering, when I tell you, it was tearing my nerves up. I couldn't do it. So yeah, so you will see me quickly do that. Again, I will spare you all of the details and because it took forever to do that. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and that pretty much wraps up how I set it up. And then once I finish doing this, I will come on, the video will slow down, and I'll be talking in my regular voice. Not that this is not my regular, but it won't be a voiceover. How about that? And let you know what it is for my then and now. So here it is where I'm taking it up and I'm getting those alphas down. So I'm gonna hush, and yeah, I'll be back with you in a couple minutes. Okay, Dreamers, I am finished my thin and now spread that I wanted to do in my weeks. I did start off using that label maker, but it made the page buckle, and I did not like that at all. So I pulled out these old Tim Holtz Ideology Alphas. I've had my stash for a while. To my knowledge, they no longer make these, excuse me. Otherwise, I would pick up several more packs because I love using them in my spreads. So I just replaced it with these alphas. This is not the most perfect spread ever in life, but it's gonna do for the purposes I need it for. So then and now we're going to compare the beginning of January 2023 with the ending of December 2023. So to start off in January, my favorite artist, you guys already know this if you're a regular on my channel, is Ed Sheeran. I'm pretty certain it will be Ed Sheeran at the end of the year as well. Moving on, the game that I'm currently playing is Time on Frog Island, and I'm actually about to get back into Breath of the Wild because I finally ordered the official guidebook. I had been playing it, and then I stopped playing it because there was a part that frustrated me, and I couldn't figure it out. So now that I have help, maybe I'll be able to move past that. The show I started watching in January, the first show I started watching in the new year was Emily in Paris. The first season was like so good, and then the second season was kind of meh to me. But then the third season, they kind of got back on with like, it was like on par with the first season. So take that as you will. Good show. I enjoyed the third season. Looking forward to what's going to happen in the fourth. Song I'm listening to is called Dear No One by Tori Kelly. The snacks I am currently eating are Doritos, gummies, and sunflower seeds. I know it's an odd combination, but here we are. Book I'm currently reading is Beast of Prey by Ayana Gray. And I'm excited for the mathematics tour. And the activities I enjoy doing, of course, are reading and journaling the most right now. We'll see if that changes. I got me a pair of skates for Christmas, so maybe I will get proficient in that again, because it is not like riding a bike, and you have to pretty much relearn how to skate if you haven't done it in a very long time. Movie I'm currently obsessed with. There hasn't been a movie that I've watched so far. It's only January 4th in the current year. So I'm still pretty much obsessed with Wakanda Forever, which came out back in November of 2022. And I'm looking forward to it dropping on Disney Plus on January 20th, if I'm not mistaken, and doing my Wakanda Forever spread in my movie journal. So definitely Wakanda Forever for my movie. And what I'm currently revisiting, and what I mean by that is 9 times out of 10 at night, after I've watched any current shows that I want to watch, after I've gotten a few episodes of that in, and then like watch a little YouTube or whatever, I usually revisit a show that I have already seen and loved. And so that's what I've been doing lately. I've been watching Living Single. I restarted Sons of Anarchy. I'm excited about that because my sister is finally watching it, and so I'm trying to watch it along with her. And I've also been watching Erkenci Kuss Again, which is Daydreamer. It's a Turkish drama, and I'm really excited about that as well because I finally found a place to watch it with the English subtitles. YouTube doesn't have it, which sucks. Well, it doesn't have it for the USA. And perhaps other countries, but there are some countries that it does have the Turkish subtitles, the English subtitles on YouTube, but America is not one of those places. So I found a place where I can watch it with the English subtitles. So that is it for my thin and now spread. I've done this after I already completed, decorated those other pages. So yeah, so my other ones filled in a couple days, as you can see. My gratitude page that I set up, and then lastly my January monthly that I set up. As you can see, I moved the celebrate. I had it here, but I moved it here to balance out the page a little more. And I'm not too concerned about the monthlies in my weeks, simply because I'm usually using the monthly that I set up in my mini bullet journal. I use that one for the most part.
So I'm not like overly concerned about this one and how it looks and all that kind of stuff. You know, I still want it to be pretty. But that is it for this. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. I will enjoy hearing from you guys. Let me know how your planner / journals are going so far in the new year. It's only been 4 days so far, but I'd love to know. Anyway, if you enjoy this content, then please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.